Hey, I'm Andy, and welcome to another episode of Fastlane Friday, and we're back at Project Cars, and this time we're going to do the California Highway Full. And I set it to 9 opponents because anything more seems a little bit overkill, especially with this one. I might do more in the reverse, but with the normal way, there's a lot of tight turns at the very beginning, and that can cause a lot of backups, and I don't really want to run into other cars. I've been trying not to, but I keep doing it for some reason. So yeah, let's see where we start. We start up front, or in the top half, I guess, 4th place. So yeah, everything seems normal about just these Formula A cars racing on a California highway. Like, they just closed off the entire California highway just for, oh, I got hit. Like, they would just close off the highway just for this one-off race. That'll be... Oh, he went flying. Hopefully I didn't do that much damage. But yeah, like, as you can see, like, those turns, if I started, like, back in, like, if I had more than 10 cars total, there would have been so much of a backlog that it'll be so hard to gain positions. Because I think this track is really hard to gain positions in general. Now, I personally haven't driven the California highway, so I don't know like how accurate this is. But I would assume that it's fairly accurate since all of the other racetracks that they got like licenses to are pretty accurate. So I don't know. This track itself is really fun to drive. I don't know how I'm gonna pass this car without like going off the track since the road's kind of narrow. After all, it's like a 2-lane highway. And I just jumped a little bit there. But I passed the car, now I have to pass one more to get into first place. I like how the audio changes. I like how the audio changes when you enter a tunnel to make all the sound echo. Seems like it's depth of an added layer of depth that you don't see in a lot of racing games. I mean, you get that to some extent on some, but you don't get like the full effect, which is nice. I almost spun out there. Like, the hard part about this track is that you have to go slow. You can't really put your pedal to the metal, as so they say, because of the lot of turns at the very beginning that require you to go slow, or else you'll just hit a corner. Or, I mean, you'll hit a wall, and that's not a good thing to hit. You generally don't want to hit anything in a race. Well, like these hairpin turns, or the S turns, it's just brutal. Especially with this controller where the acceleration is basically 0 to 100, or 0 to 100% in one press of a button. Hopefully, I don't make too many mistakes that I keep my first place position. Now, if I did set this to like more than 9 other opponents, then I probably wouldn't be in first position by now. I'll probably be like in the bottom half due to how this track's laid out. Well, it's easy sailing so far. Now here's like when you get to the later half of the track, if you're going the correct way or not the reverse way, then the second half of the track you can speed up to a more or less max speed. Like in this bridge section right here, it's just full on pedal to the metal. go as fast as you can. And yeah. Oh my! Did my wheel just glitch there, or was that a shadow? That was weird. So yeah, the second half is more or less easy sailing. As long as you don't like. Oh, he passed me. I broke too early and he passed me. So now it's a battle for first. And he has the line, so I don't know. I think it's really hard to pass in like this huge loop. Like normally it'll be easy to pass, but it's because of how narrow the road is. It's kind of hard without hitting the wall or going off the track, which is something you don't want to do. Like I'm surprised that I'm doing this well, considering like all the times I've done it. I've played this track before. It's I usually spin out. And in some areas you don't really want to go too fast or else you'll go airborne, which is pretty bad. I mean, in real life you don't want to go airborne as well, so especially not in like a Formula A car. If you go airborne in that, something bad's gonna happen. So hopefully I can pass this car before the finish. But I somehow doubt that I can. Nope, maybe here I can. I didn't mean to hit him, but something I couldn't brake, but that's why I ran into him, so I'm sorry. Oh, we're almost at the finish though, I hope he doesn't pass me. It's more or less pedal to the metal, except for like the last part. Well, actually, we'll see. I think it's pedal to the metal all the way. No, there's an area where you have to slow down a little bit, and then now we go to the finish line, and that was the California Highway. All right, let's see. Let's see the replay. Or at least like the first half of it anyways. So I want to see how like the AI took the turns. Yeah, cause see how narrow the roads are, while how tight the turns are. Like you don't want like 20 plus cars in that. Oh, and I hit the railing there. Oh, and yeah, that's where I hit that car, but I think I gave him the position back, so... And I really like that camera angle for some reason. Like, you don't see that normally, I think. Like, when I watch Formula 1 and IndyCar, they always show it like at the above the head level or somewhere on the car that's positioned onto the road, not on the steering wheel. So I think that camera angle is really nice. Yeah, it's like a helicopter just watching the race off while it's flying by. That's really neat. Yeah, you can see my number 39 good smile with the Miku Hatsune skin. Yeah, it's more or less the battle between first, second, and third, and then there's like a small break. Then there's fourth and beyond. I'm lucky that I didn't do that much damage, surprisingly. I didn't even spin out. Like I said before, like I usually spin out in between like the first few corners actually, but that's because like I would usually play it at 15 to 20 to 25 cars, and that would just make a mess at the first few corners. And that's where I passed. Oh, and then I grazed the barricade. Is that the barricade? The railing, whatever it's called. And here's that angle again. Oh, and I grazed that a little bit there too. That was a nice camera shot of the car. I had a sizable lead too. I'm just lucky that we could use the entire road instead of just the standard legal lane, because if we were just bound to the lane, then things would have been a lot different. Well, I guess that does it about for this episode of Fastlane Friday. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a pretty short race because it was just point A to point B. There was no laps and all that stuff. But it was a really fun race. It was really challenging and I couldn't really go all that fast. But I hope you enjoyed it anyways. So thank you for watching and have a nice day.